This is Mark Dell with Android Spin, and this is a review for Drift Mania Championship by Rat Rod Studios. Realism is not something that I've come to expect in a portable game, and it's mostly not wanted. I mean, who would want a realistic simulation of slingshotting birds and pigs at brick walls? Driving games are another fine example of this. Without a finely tuned control method, the best you can expect is an arcade racer, where the idea of drifting is stamping on the brake and gracefully sliding around the corner as if you're on a rail, but Drift Mania is quite the opposite. For those of you who haven't tried a drifting game before, let me start by saying this: it is not a racer. Entering a drift event with a racing attitude will only bring disappointment. These cars are tuned to lose traction easily, and it's all about keeping control without getting your traction back. You are scored on your speed, line, angle and impact. Chaining drifts together results in extra points, whereas collisions cause your current combo score to be lost. The scoring system sounds complicated, but the real complication is trying to judge your power and angle as you approach each corner, which to be done well requires a lot of practice with each car and track. You won't have to worry much about learning many tracks, as Drift Mania sadly only includes 3 different ones, and along with only 5 cars, it doesn't present a lot of variety. Drift Mania doesn't try to reach out and include something it's not by including several modes either. It doesn't in fact include any modes beyond the regular drift mode. What Drift Mania focuses on, it does well. I can't claim to have any first-hand experience in the professional Canadian drifting championships, but the controls feel very realistic, especially for an accelerometer-based game. The throttle can be controlled either with a press and hold pedal, or a bar at the side of the screen giving you full analog control of your power. You tilt to steer, there's a handbrake in the corner, and these controls come together to create a very realistic feeling, but very difficult control vehicle. The graphics and sound are also well worth mentioning. Not only do the 3D graphics look great, but the frames per second of the action is both high and stable. Perhaps this is due to not having to render large tracks or other races, but whatever the reason, it looks great. During each race there's also some great vocalized tracks that suit the game well. It's a pity though, that for a game that looks so good, that there is no way of viewing a replay after you finish a race, and perhaps saving it, or better yet to allow these to be uploaded to YouTube. Those who buy Drift Mania hoping for a racing game of any kind will no doubt be disappointed, but if you have an interest in realistic drifting, then this is the best and only game in town.
Not your ordinary junk.